So I want to go over some of the workouts that we're going to experience a little bit. There's going to be a few things that we have not seen before. And I want to go over that so you can practice them at home before you come in tomorrow morning. And we're going to look at them a little bit for a few minutes just before we leave. So make sure you're here on time at 7:30. Yeah, Michelle just had a fumble a little bit. She was laughing. All right, we're going to look at this first one. So this is the first workout that we're doing. And there's a few things that you haven't seen before in here. One of them is the kettlebell hold. So they want you to have the kettlebell completely vertical over your head with the kettlebell pointing straight up. To do that, we're going to just do a big kettlebell swing and then a hold. So we want to have a tight grip on this. As soon as I have a loose grip, this kettlebell is going to fall forward or fall back, making my head a little bit flatter than normal. And I need to keep just my shoulders active. You can see my shoulder blades are real squoze together at the top. And I can hold this for a good amount of time. Just stay positive and stay focused. Keep your head locked in your arms and your chest locked in your arms. And just chill out. You can sing your favorite song in your head. For me, it's going to be Mario. And you can just kind of tune out a little bit, rock a little bit on your feet, and hold on. You can hold this for a long time. Stay focused. All right? Practice that a little bit. If you have time, come in tonight, Friday night, and practice that hold a little bit. Okay? Practice all these things that we're about to go over. While your partner's doing that, the other one's going to be doing as many toes to bar as possible. So you really can get a lot of toes to bar if your partner's able to hold that for a long time. The next one's bar hold. This is going to be a test of grip. I just want to show this real quick. I'd like you guys to test this a little bit one time, and you really can hold on tight. Prepare yourself. If you know that you've got some calluses that are going on, shave them off a little bit, tape them up, get ready to just hold on tight to this bar as long as you can. I suggest grabbing with your thumbs clasped over your fingers and just hold tight. And know that the first thing that's going to go is your forearms. So just stay loose in your forearms as much as possible and just chill out here and just enjoy the scenery a little bit. All right? The first thing that's going to go is your hands. And just know that they're going to be tingly. They're going to be a little bit numb. You're going to have some firing of nerves in there. It's okay. Just be prepared for it, that you know that that's going to happen. And you're going to have to suffer through that pain as much as possible. Know that the pain is coming, and then you can be prepared for it instead of when it does, and you're not, and you're thinking, ah! It's going to happen. And it's okay. You're not going to die. It's just pain, right? Moving on. While your partner is doing that, we're going to be doing something that we haven't done here before very much, and that's the jump lunges. And all it is just a lunge, and from here we're going to jump out of it and switch legs mid-position and get back down to the position where my back knee is on the floor. That's all it is. But it gets a little bit challenging after a while, so we don't want to jump too high. Just a little bit of jump here. And you're going to get fatigued pretty quickly. Really taxes the quads and then the inside of the legs. Practice that a little bit at home. If you can, get in here, practice it a little bit. And I'm not talking about a lot of practice. I'm talking about 2 to 3 rounds of just as many as you can do so that you save yourself for tomorrow. Don't go crazy tonight, all right? Last thing we haven't seen before is prayer hold. Prayer hold, guys. So for guys, it's going to be with the 53 pounds. For girls, it's going to be with the 35s. You're going to have to clean this weight up. We haven't done this too much. To clean this weight, just like cleaning a bar, I'm going to turn my wrist though so I can catch it. So big jump with the hips, and I'm going to swing my wrists over. I've got to touch the bells together and hold for as long as I can.
But you can't interlock your fingers.
Hurts a lot. You can't interlock your fingers. You're right. I just interlocked my fingers. You're not allowed to do that. You just have to be tapping them together and hold as long as you can. When you're done, they come on the ground. You'll be surprised at how painful that is and how hard it is to hold. Mostly it's just real painful on the wrists and on the grip to hold it, and already we're doing so much grip stuff, so it's gonna get a bugger. I need you guys to practice this with kettlebells, so I really would like you guys to come in tonight to just practice this a little bit so we don't tax the body out so much tomorrow morning. That's gonna be a doozy. Luckily, a lot of people are gonna have some trouble with that, so handstand push-ups are not gonna be too much of a problem. We're not gonna have too many need to get a lot of reps in there. Last thing, weighted plank hold. Can I get your help with this, Matt? Grab a 45-pound real quick. Weighted plank hold. We've seen this before if you've been to the competition about a year ago. Mm-hmm. They'll put a weight on your back, and I think your partner will do this, and it's gonna go, Matt's gonna go just like right above my hip bone on my back. And you're gonna need to have a weighted plank. So on your elbows here, you can interlock your fingers and squeeze tight. It needs to be a flat back so your butt can't be up. And he's gonna set it right there. And I've got to hold this plank for as long as possible. You'd be surprised at how difficult this can get. It's pretty difficult, so I need you guys to practice that as well. There's a few things that if you haven't seen, it's gonna phase you because you're not gonna know what that stimulus feels like. You won't be prepared for it. So please try to come in and do these things. There's two more things I want to talk about real quick, and that's the ski erg, which is a machine that you haven't seen too often. They had it in the Spartan race. If you've done a Spartan race, but it's a big machine that's made by Concept 2 Rower, and it'll have handles here that you are constantly pulling down like you're skiing, and you're just trying to pull it down as hard as possible. So let's talk about some tactics here on this machine. You're gonna use your abs and your hips here. You want to use as much gravity as possible. So when you have the poles in your hand, instead of just using your arms and muscling this down with your arms, like facing you like a pull-up, we want to create some global extension here by attaching your arms to this big frame and kind of launching it down by using your body and gravity to pull yourself down into it, and use your abs to explode those handles down with your arms as well, okay? It's going to be a little bit testy because we're not going to see this machine until we get there tomorrow. Last thing, can you grab a 45-pound bar there, Matt? Thanks, man. A-class student there. He's a teacher's pet. Atta kid, Matt. Look at that. Look at the form he's got carrying this weight.
Like, man, oh, I didn't.
Thanks, so we're going to bring this weight over onto our back. We've done this position a lot more lately, where this bar is on our shoulder blades. We don't want it on our neck. It's going to be very uncomfortable, and you're going to have a tendency to put it on your spine there. It's going to hurt a lot. So we want it on the shoulder blades, so it's got a little bit of padding here that we can use so it doesn't hurt. And it's going to be a full squat jump off the floor and then back into a squat. We have to just get the feet off the floor. That's the back squats that you're going to see, I think, in workout 3. Okay? So that's it. I need you guys to try to come in tonight as much as possible. Rest up. We're not going to really tax the body. I just want you to get familiar with these movements and try them so you know what to expect. Good job, guys. Rest up, and we'll be prepared for tomorrow morning.